One of the greatest things that I've ever done as a mom is release the amount of pressure that I was putting on myself. I've realized a lot lately that so much of the pressure that I'm under is pressure that I've created. Now, that's not to say that like single mom life isn't hard, because it is. There is society stuff and there is a lot of things to work through, but I was making it so much worse. I was like taking the situation and shaking it up and then wondering why it exploded everywhere. And releasing some of that pressure has helped immensely. It's helped me be more productive. It has helped me show up and be a better mom. And it has truly helped to heal Axel and I's relationship. And I think that is absolutely beautiful. My throat is killing me, so we're gonna get up and go get a water. It is so dark. I so desperately wanted to prove that I was a good mom. I wanted to prove to my friends, I wanted to prove to my family, I wanted to prove to my son, I wanted to prove to myself that I was a good mom. And unless I was doing everything all the time perfectly, I wasn't being a good mom. And it reached a point where I was absolutely miserable, and so was my son. And it's because I pushed our relationship so hard to be perfect. And not just in our actual relationship communication, but even in day-to-day life. For example, I would do laundry, I would fold the laundry, and then it was Axel's job to put it away. Every time I gave him the laundry pile, he would end up dropping something on the floor, messing it up, not paying attention to it, putting it in his drawer. I would get so upset. I was so angry. And it caused fights. I overreacted. I would yell at him. I snapped, and I was so angry because I decided that that meant that he was ungrateful, not that he was a 7-year-old kid who didn't care if his clothes were folded. I decided that meant he was ungrateful and disrespectful. He couldn't understand why I cared so much, and I couldn't understand why he didn't care at all. I just wanted things to be perfect. I just wanted to walk in and pretend that my life was perfect. And it feels so silly because it's laundry, but that was a really big thing for me. Finally, what I realized I needed to do was stop caring. If he didn't care if his laundry was perfectly folded, why did I care? I didn't have to look at it. They went in his drawer. I didn't have to see it. I didn't care. It was his clothes. What we started doing is I would have him bring out his little drawers, sit him down, and we would sort them. He'd have an underwear and sock drawer, pants drawer, a shorts drawer, and everything else got hung up. Everything just got dropped into a box and into a drawer, and that worked. It was fine. He had what he needed, and I got the clothes put away. The first few times I did it, it really bothered me because I was like, no, it needs to be folded, it needs to be perfect, but why? I don't care if my clothes are wrinkly or whatever, so why do I care about his clothes more than he does? So I just decided to let it go. That little thing of just letting him organize in his drawers so that way he had clothes to grab, just letting that go helped our relationship so much because it showed me just how much pressure I was putting on situations. And it was so entirely unnecessary. In that situation, it's just laundry. But it's an example of so much more than that too. What are we doing in life? We're putting so much pressure on our relationship with our kids where we feel we have to show off, we have to do over the top, we have to do perfect because we're being judged so heavily. We can do this in how our kids dress. We can do this in the mess around the house. We can do this with our work. All it does is make us miserable. This whole single mom thing is really freaking hard, but we have to be careful not to make it harder than it needs to be. Maybe you need to let go of some things. Maybe you need to let go of perfectly folded clothes. Maybe you need to let go of this thing that you do because your mama and your grandma and your great grandma did it and you hate doing it, but you just have to do it because. Maybe you have to let go of that. And I'm not saying that this is easy because the moment that you let go of what society tells you is important, you're going to come across adversity because they're going to judge you for having the audacity to be happy, to be different, to do things in a way that truly benefit you. And that's okay. They can do things their way and they can have an opinion about you. But frankly, their opinion about you is none of your business. You do you. And I know that's so much easier said than done, but I promise you, it's worth it.